Hey guys, how you doing? So this is Franklin Cruz. I'm going over on why the Tesla, to me, is the smartest vehicle to purchase if you're a real estate investor and developer. I've got some notes just in case I don't want to mess up. Take your political stuff to the side. Take whatever your thoughts are, your opinions. I'm just going off of facts. Facts number one as well is when it comes down to the Tesla, it saves me over 40 hours a month. This is my 2019 Model X. I drive anywhere from an hour to 2 hours a day. When I was a full-time father and husband as well, picking up the kids, taking the kids to school, doing all the events, we could walk around as well. Like all of this was kind of a big deal in my life, right? So then I factored in, I've never purchased a new car before. This is my first new car, you know, over 40 too. I never had that kind of new car feel. I actually had a 10-year-old Toyota Prius before that I could barely fit in, but when you're a family guy, whatever. I figured if the car truly drove itself, it could save me 1 hour to 2 hours a day. So if you factor that in, that's about 7 hours to 10 hours a week. You times that by 4 in a month, that's 40 hours, right? Because I could actually, if the car's driving, I could work at the same time too of driving. And I really do it all the time. And the system is really that good. So if you see here, there's cameras everywhere. So there's a camera in the front, there's a camera here, there's another one right here as well. There's another sensor in the back. There's sensors all around the vehicle. So everywhere you go, and it's constantly improving for free. So it's kind of like a Mac computer. If you have it, it already improves automatically. It's always improving through time. It does not have an engine. All the weight is on the very bottom as well. And it has what they call a frunk. So you could store like crazy. So this was like the first item was saying, and all my construction stuff is here, is like, why do I want to purchase it? I want to save time and it needs to make me money. And then when I did the math, it's cheaper for me to have this vehicle than to hire a driver. Because a driver, you got to call them up, hey, I got to go. Probably will get to that point, but we ain't there yet, right? So I just got this one. The other aspect of it's an instant icebreaker with any seller or any client. It does not matter their views on the company, because at the end of the day, it's the only American company that builds their cars in America. Do your research. Everything I'm talking about is factual. They actually do it here. They do all from raw material to finished car is done in America. And for me, if you can't tell, I love America. I'm a military veteran. So this is kind of a big deal, right? The other thing, it has gold wing doors. I personally am a huge Back to the Future fan. I love Back to the Future, especially part 2. All the other parts, so. Part 2, amazing, right? Gold wing doors, I love that. And so that was just cool for me. If I could be the ultimate caravan dad, I'll do it. The other thing is zero maintenance. This got 115,000 miles on it. The battery did go out and Tesla replaced it for free because it was under warranty. That could have been 15 grand, but they did it. That's basically like your engine. I text them, they knew about it and they say, hey, bring it in. They gave me I had a rental car that they gave me for free for over a month, right? So I didn't have to pay for it. All through text. What other company does that? Probably Mercedes. But again, Mercedes built in Germany. Nothing wrong with the Germans. I love them, right? I love them. All humans. I'm down for you guys, right? But I'm a little bit biased. I'm American. I live here. So kind of that's how I look at it. No more gas stations as well. So if you come over here, I'm going to show you something. If you go on the app for Tesla, so you click on the app, everything is controlled by the app. So if I'm over here and I want to control where the charging station is, it's going to open right here. It's simple. You just go home and you charge the vehicle. That's it. It literally takes not even 10 seconds. You take it out of the charging port that they have, you plug it in, you're done. Now, here's the alternative to charging. The alternative to charging is that you don't have that. The alternative is that you go to a gas station, and here's the typical experience. You have to drive to a gas station. Then at that gas station, you have to get out of your car. Now you have to go to the gas pump. Now you have to take out your credit card. Now you have to put in your credit card. Now you have to put digits in the credit card. Then after the digits, you have to pick what kind of fuel you want. Then you have to come around the car, open your canister, put the fuel in. 9 times out of 10, something's broken. Then you got to sit there smelling fumes, listening to other people around you that probably you don't want to talk to. And then you have to pump the gas, pump the gas, pump the gas, pump the gas. When you're done with it, you're a little bit depressed depressed because now your gas every single day it's changing how much it is, and now you just filled it up for $50 to $100 to whatever. That's the experience, and it takes 5 to 10 minutes to 15 minutes out of your time frame. So then you times that by 3 if you drive a lot, that's an hour a week. Times that by 4, that's 4 hours of your life that you're literally just pumping gas. Times that by 12, that's a lot of time. Just FYI, that's like 40 hours of your whole work week, for a whole year. A whole work week is just you pumping gas. Just think about that. That's a real stat, okay? So for me if I could just get out of my car 30 seconds, put it in our thing, and then leave, and then first thing in the morning, it's always filled up because it goes 300 miles. Yeah, I'll take that deal any day of the week. To me, the other thing is the car in the rain is a game changer. Let's say it's raining. They have a function called summon. You go here and you press, if it's raining and you want to get out of the rain in a puddle, you tell the car that you want to go. The car, nobody's in the car, and it will come to you. So that's a huge, first of all, it's cool as hell, I think, and it's just neat. Like you have a big remote control car, and it won't hit anybody either because it's programmed like that. So these are aspects to me that are game savers when it comes to time. And if you are an investor, if you are somebody who is actually a developer, everything you'll find out at the highest level is about time. Period. It has nothing to do with anything else other than how do I save time? How do I make sure my family is safe and I'm safe? All their cars are, if I was you, start with a Model 3, get the Model Y, move up to the Model X, get a Cybertruck if you want. Every single category of all of their vehicles is the safest ever made, period. The other thing is this vehicle is, because it's 6,000 pounds, it's also 100% tax write-off. Right? So that's huge. That's Section 179. If you ask your accountant, again, Section 179, 100% write-off, okay? Final thoughts. To me, in my opinion, the best investment on 4 wheels is a Tesla, period. If you can go line by line on the items that I said, between gas, between saving time, between maintenance, between the costs, between, it really works when it comes to self-driving, and it's only getting better. All these aspects, if you could take any other vehicle and go line by line on it, there's not too much out there. The only competition that Tesla has in America is Tesla. Outside of it, BYD, I think, is a great company as well, but they probably will never come over here just because they're going to slaughter all the other car companies, and people just don't want that, so at the end of the day, but to me, the smartest investment you can get on 4 wheels, if you come over here, is 100% just go the Tesla route. Again, just look at the data, look at the stats. Yes, do they depreciate over time? Any vehicle does. But I personally always buy vehicles as what I call timeless. So timeless just means this is a 2019. It also has free supercharging for life. So I don't have to pay for electricity anytime I go to a supercharger ever in the history that I own this vehicle ever. Just think about that. You never have to pay for gas. So if you never had to pay for gas ever, would you get rid of the vehicle or would you keep on maintaining it? I think you would just keep it, right? So if you found this valuable, you got something out of it, please leave a comment, let me know. And if you want, and don't forget, subscribe too. I think you have to subscribe to this podcast thing and this YouTube thing. Whatever that is, do that thingy thing, whatever. Anyway, talk to you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.